morning. It is 7:20 a.m. and I've just left camp just behind me that's where I camped, and just setting off now on day 2 of the Brecon's Way. And I'm about 10 miles away from Crickhowell, which is the next town, and it's a bit drizzly this morning. The temperature's a bit wet. Sort of got some views, but it's very cloudy, and I slept great. Got woken up a few times in the night by some sheep that were just eating grass very close to me, and yeah, it's very loud when they're eating grass really close. It's a very peaceful morning this morning. Nobody here. That's one of the beauties of wild camping. You're just on your own in the middle of nowhere. Just a few birds chirping in these trees here. It's just making for some really peaceful morning hiking. That was the Church of Issui, I think it's pronounced, and probably one of my favourite churches I've ever been in. It was awesome, and they had a skeleton on the wall, on the back wall, and it was called the Master of Time, and he's holding an hourglass, a scythe and a shovel, and he's on the back wall, so he's behind everyone when they sit in the church. I suppose he's there just for a reminder that... Ooh, just trying to go through this gate. It's a lovely little gate, and it's a reminder of time is ticking, I suppose, to the day we die, which is a bit dark, but it added to the atmosphere of the church, and there was lots of old bits and bobs in there, and yeah, it was lovely. And now I'm climbing up this very steep hill and then carry on up to Crug Mawr, 550 metres. There's so many birds around here. And there's just loads of goldfinches hopping along the thistles in the field. And yeah, you can hear all the birds chirping away. A lovely bit of nature and a very peaceful walk this morning. I think that sheep's got a bad cough. Hopefully he's alright. It's Crug Mawr climbed, and that's the trig point there behind me. And the views are spectacular up here. It's all cleared up. You can just see for miles. And now dropping down towards Crickhowell, which should only be about 4 or 5 miles away. It was really nice weather. It's just started raining out of nowhere. This weird sort of white mist has just appeared and it's just started raining. All the sheep are taking shelter by the wall. But I suppose I'm in the Brecon Beacons, so it's one of the wettest places in the UK. Oh, nice and clean now. Just had a complete strip down and just had a flannel wash in this river. It's a perfect little river. There's quite a deep section just here. And yeah, my feet are clean, everything's clean now. It's quite warm and muggy here in Wales at the moment. So it was good to have a good wash. Basically have a wash whenever you get an opportunity when you're wild camping. There's no showers anywhere, so find a little river like this, you can have a nice clean wash. Now on top of Table Mountain, and apparently there's a Table Mountain in Wales. Who knew? I didn't until earlier this morning, and it's quite flat up here and there's some sheep, but I can't see Cape Town though, but I can see the town of Crickhowell, which is just there, which I'm dropping down to now, and then resupply the food and find some water. Just leaving Crickhowell now, and it's 2:30. I'm on 13.3 miles walked. Whew, that's a big climb there. There's always a big climb out of a town. So I'm fully loaded with water and food now. I'm not entirely sure where my next shop is, so I'm carrying a little extra food than I would normally, just in case. So I know I've got enough food for probably 2 or 3 days on me at the moment. brackens as high as me. I'm just wading through it at the moment. Yeah, these paths are a little bit overgrown now, but these views are incredible. And it's so quiet up here. Very nice. So it's 5:20 now, and I've just gone past 18 miles. I need some food, so I'm just going to make some peanut butter sandwiches, and I've got some dark chocolate as well, and get to enjoy this lovely view that's right in front of me. So I just left the little village of Cwmdu with a very nice church, and now I'm going to start climbing up a mountain called Cwmdu. So I think I'm going to wild camp up there, because it's 6:30 now. It's 20 to 8 now, and found a little flat piece of ground. This is the Beacons Way just here, and I think I have to stop here. It's a little bit earlier than I'd like to stop, but it's only about a mile and a half, and I drop down off the mountain and go into a little village that's quite built up. So I think I'm just gonna stay here and put my tent up very soon, I think. And I've walked 22 miles today, which I'm happy about. So it's 8:15 now, and I've got my tent up. And I was just putting it up and sorting it out, and I didn't even realise. I just looked up, and there's the most amazing sunset happening. And that's Penny Fan just there. It is amazing up here. It's just so quiet. It's just me and a few sheep again. This is exactly what wild camping is about. Just being up on the mountain, lovely sunset, with nobody else here. Beautiful.